Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. If you think you know your world, get ready to be surprised. Today, we're checking out 20 super interesting geography facts that most people don't know. These will blow your mind. Let's jump right in. Number 1. Canada has more lakes than the rest of the world combined. That's not an exaggeration. Over 60% of the world's natural lakes are located in Canada, with more than 2 million lakes scattered across the country. These lakes cover about 9% of Canada's total land area, making it not just the second largest country by land, but also a true freshwater superpower. Number 2. Africa is much larger than most people think. In fact, it's so big that you could fit the entire United States, China, India, Japan, and most of Europe, all at once, within the African continent. That's thanks to map distortions like the Mercator projection, which shrinks Africa visually on maps. But in reality, it's the second largest continent, and it's absolutely massive. Number 3. Mount Everest is the highest point on Earth above sea level, but it's not the tallest mountain from base to summit. That title goes to Mauna Kea in Hawaii. While Everest stands at 29,032 feet, Mauna Kea reaches more than 33,500 feet, if you measure it from its base beneath the ocean. Most of that height is underwater, which is why it's often overlooked in tall mountain rankings. Number 4. There's only one place in the entire United States where 4 states meet at a single point. It's called the Four Corners, and it's where Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico intersect. You can actually stand in all 4 states at once. It's one of the only places in the world with a quadrupoint like this, and it's a pretty popular tourist attraction for geography lovers. Number 5. Iceland is one of the few places on Earth where you'll find 0 mosquitoes. That's right, none. The country's cold temperatures, lack of standing water, and unique ecosystem make it nearly impossible for mosquitoes to survive or breed. So if you're someone who always gets bitten on summer nights, Iceland might just be your perfect mosquito-free vacation spot. Number 6. The Dead Sea is so salty it's almost impossible to sink in it. With a salinity of over 34%, it's nearly 10 times saltier than the ocean. This high salt content makes the water incredibly dense, allowing people to float effortlessly on the surface. It's also the lowest point on Earth's land surface, sitting at over 1,400 feet below sea level. That's lower than some skyscrapers are tall. Number 7. Russia is such a massive country that it spans 11 time zones, more than any other nation on Earth. You could literally experience both sunrise and sunset in Russia at the same time, depending on where you are. In 2010, the Russian government actually reduced the number to 9 for administrative reasons, but later brought some back. Today, it officially has 11 again. Number 8. Australia is whiter than the moon. Sounds crazy, right? But it's true. Australia measures about 2,485 miles from east to west, while the moon's diameter is only about 2,159 miles. That means if you place the moon over Australia, it would actually look smaller. It's a wild comparison that really shows how massive the land down under actually is, despite being just one country. Number 9. The Amazon River once flowed in the opposite direction. Millions of years ago, before the Andes Mountains were formed, the river actually flowed westward into the Pacific Ocean. But when the Andes rose up, they acted like a wall, forcing the Amazon to reverse course and flow eastward into the Atlantic instead. It's one of the few major rivers on Earth to have ever flipped direction. Number 10. There's a town in Norway called Hell, and yes, it freezes over every winter. Located in central Norway, Hell has become a bit of a tourist joke because of its name, but the town is very real and gets quite cold. Temperatures can drop well below freezing, so yes, Hell freezing over is not just a metaphor. It's a seasonal reality. And yes, there's even a train station in Hell. Number 11. Antarctica is technically the largest desert in the world. Yes, a desert. Deserts aren't just hot and sandy. They're defined by how dry they are. Antarctica receives less than 2 inches of precipitation per year, making it drier than the Sahara. Even though it's covered in ice, it's considered a cold desert, and it covers an area of over 5.5 million square miles. Number 12. There's a place in the Pacific Ocean called Point Nemo, and it's the most remote spot on Earth. It's so isolated that the closest people to it are often astronauts aboard the International Space Station. The nearest land is more than 1,600 miles away in any direction. It's often used as a spacecraft cemetery, where decommissioned satellites and modules are crashed safely. Number 13. The country with the most official languages is Bolivia. It has a whopping 37 official languages, including Spanish, Quechua, Aymara, and many more indigenous tongues. The Bolivian Constitution recognizes all of them equally. It's one of the most linguistically diverse nations in the world, and this reflects the rich cultural heritage of its many ethnic groups. Number 14. Despite its name, Greenland is mostly covered in ice, while Iceland is much greener than people think. Greenland is about 80% ice-covered, while Iceland has lush green landscapes, especially in summer. The name switch is said to have been a clever tactic by Vikings. They may have named Greenland that way to make it sound more appealing for settlers, even though it's mostly frozen. Number 15. Asia is home to both the highest and the lowest points on Earth's land surface. Mount Everest, at 29,032 feet above sea level, is the tallest. But the Dead Sea, which lies between Jordan and Israel, is the lowest, sitting over 1,400 feet below sea level. So within the same continent, you can go from the top of the world to its deepest land depression, all without leaving Asia. Number 16. The Nile was long considered the world's longest river, but recent measurements show the Amazon River might be longer. While the Nile stretches about 4,135 miles, some scientists argue the Amazon could be over 4,345 miles, depending on which source is used. The Amazon is definitely the largest by volume, carrying more water than any other river on Earth by far. Number 17. There's a village in the Netherlands called Giethoorn, and it has no roads, just canals. Known as the Venice of the North, this peaceful village uses small boats and walking paths to get around. There are no cars, no traffic lights, just quiet waterways and charming cottages. It's like stepping into a fairy tale, and yes, the mail is delivered by boat. Number 18. There's a continuous mountain range under the ocean that's over 40,000 miles long. It's called the Mid-Ocean Ridge, and it's the longest mountain range on Earth. Most of it lies deep beneath the ocean's surface and winds its way around the globe. It's part of the tectonic plate system, and is where new oceanic crust is formed through volcanic activity. Number 19. China borders more countries than any other country in the world, tying with Russia. Both nations share borders with 14 different countries. China's neighbors range from India to North Korea to Kazakhstan and more. This huge number of borders contributes to its complex geopolitical relationships and diverse regional cultures across its vast landmass. Number 20. Lake Baikal in Russia is not only the world's deepest lake, plunging over 5,300 feet, but also the oldest, estimated to be around 25 million years old. It holds about 20% of the world's unfrozen freshwater supply. That's more than all the Great Lakes combined. It's home to hundreds of unique species, including freshwater seals found nowhere else on Earth. And that's a wrap. 20 geography facts you probably didn't know, but now you do. Which one blew your mind the most? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.